Adhistijile Swanakarna Sulam Lukavabhe Vyatitantaratma Apunya Vrakshan Sujate Chudartito Marichito Yani Abhidhavati Kuchen Adrisya invisible chili of crickets or kind of bee swana by the sound karna sula the ears are disturbed uluka of the owls wangbir by sound vibration vyati tear very disturbed anta atma mind and heart apunya vrikshan and pious trees they have no fruits or flowers Sayate, you take shelter of Shuddha from hunger, Arditaha, suffering, Marichito Yani, waters of mirage in the desert, Abhidhavati, he runs up to Vachit sometimes. Wandering in the forest of material world, the conditioned soul sometimes hears an invisible cricket making harsh sound, and the ears become very much aggrieved. Sometimes the heart is pained by the sounds of owls, which are just like the harsh words of his enemy. Sometimes he takes shelter of a tree that has no fruit or flowers. He approaches such a tree due to his strong appetite, thus he suffers. He would like to acquire water, but he is simply illusioned by a mirage and he runs after it. Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is said that the Bhagavata philosophy is meant for people who are completely free from envy. Paramo Nimatsaranam. The material world is full of envious people. Even within one inner circle, there is much backbiting, and this is compared to the sound of vibration of a cricket in the forest. One cannot see the cricket, but one hears its sound and thus becomes aggrieved. When one takes to Krishna consciousness, one always hears unpalatable words from relatives. This is the nature of the world. One cannot avoid mental distress due to the backbiting of envious people. When very much aggrieved, sometimes one goes to a sinful person for help, but he has no intelligence to help because he has no means to help because he has no intelligence. So the living entity is disappointed. This is like running after a mirage in the desert in an effort to find water. Such activities do not produce any tangible result due to being directed by the illusory energy. The conditioned soul suffers in so many ways. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanam Jnanashilakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Satritam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamam Vidati Swapanandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sakajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajim Sadvitam Shabdutam Parajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaganvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shavana Sutta Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namarom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Punyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this Jada is continue describing the material world. Material world is not a fun place. As Krishna also said in the Bhagavad Gita, where he said, Dukalyam, also another verse. Everybody know Dukalyam Aswasakam. There's another verse. Hello? Everybody looking up and down. Hello? Bhagavad Gita, basic. Where else he said that this material world is a miserable place? Don't know. Don't know, say don't know. Hello? Don't know. Don't know. He says in another place, Anityam Asukam Lokam. Hello? 9:30, 33. Right? 9:33. What he says? So here Krishna again says this place, Kim Puna Brahmana Punya Bhakta Rajarishya Sutta Anityam. Now you know. Huh? Anityam means what? Huh? Just like this verse you just quoted. Dukalyam Ashasvatam. Asukam Lokam. What is this Asukam Lokam? Huh? No happiness. Yes. Imam Prapya Bhajaswamam. So again, Krishna is saying this place is full of miseries. How much more this is so for the righteous Brahmana, the devotees and saintly king. Therefore, having come to this temporary, miserable world, engage in loving service unto me. So this material world is described as temporary and miserable. So you cannot change that. It is not possible to change the situation. Yes, the moment you try to get happiness, distress is already, you know where that word? Hello? Hello? Huh? 6, 6, 16? 6. Check out and see this word. Are you sure? Hello? Huh? The moment you go for happiness, distress is already. This is not in 6 canto. 7, 742. So here it is explained by Prahlad Maharaj. Sukaya dukkha mokshaya sankalpaya karminaha tada apnotiha dukham aniyaha sukhavritaha. Translation. In this material world, every materialist desires to achieve happiness and diminish his distress. Therefore, he acts accordingly. Actually, however, one is happy as long as one does not endeavor for happiness. As soon as one begins his activity for happiness, his condition of distress begins. You understand? Now you know. 6 what? What is this 6, 16, 6? Huh? 6? 1660. 6, 1660. What is that word?
As husband and wife, man and woman plan together.
That is different. Hello, I quoted this verse the last class. A different thing. You understand this point here? The happiness you try to get, the moment of happiness you try to seek in the material world, distress is already following. So you cannot be happy in the material world. It is not possible. Because material pleasure has got a beginning and an end. I think this is also spoken by Prahlad Maharaj. Right? Material pleasure, we come in contact with the senses, uh, has got a beginning and a end. The end is very distressful. You follow? That's why Krishna said this place is a miserable place. So how this misery is portrayed? Hmm? How is it portrayed? Today is explained because of all kind of envious association. Uh, Previous verse is explained like a burning. What is that? Who spoke last week? Who spoke the other verse? Who spoke? Hmm? Yeah? It's burning. Explain here. The material place is burning. My dear Lord, for one who has been cruelly burned in the blazing fire of material miseries, having fallen into the network of material existence, I do not see any possible shelter besides your two lotus feet, which are a shower of nectar extinguishing the fire of suffering. So this little world is considered as what? Blazing fire, cruelly burned. You know what? Cruelly what? Barbecued. Yes? No. Huh? Yes. So you see this material world is miserable, miserable. How is it miserable? We have been burned, cruelly burned by the blazing fire of material misery, having fallen into the network of material existence. I do not see any possible shelter besides your two lotus, which are a shower of nectar extinguishing the fire of suffering. Again, it says here, another place, material existence is like an ocean that is extremely difficult to cross. Huh? Extremely difficult to cross. You cannot come out of it by your own. You cannot come out of it with your own strength. It is not possible. It is not. This conditioned soul who have fallen into the ocean, which is not cool, but rather burns them with the fire of misery. For one who has fallen into the sea and desires to get out, there's no rescue boat except a constant relishing within oneself of the pastime narration of the Supreme Personality. You understand this? Huh? Hello? Nobody can escape this. Huh? Yes? Nobody can escape this material world. It's not possible. There's another word. Huh? Nobody can escape death. Yes? I think it is here. Yeah. That verse. As that verse, huh? Nobody can escape death. Hmm? Who knows? Hmm? Who knows that verse? So here, explain here in this verse, that the devotee of the Lord, that the devotee who worships me, the all-prevailing Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up all aspiration to be promoted to the heavenly planets or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, home, or anything in relation to the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death. Hmm? The terrible fear of birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself. For I am the Almighty Lord, the Supreme Personality of God, the original source of all creation and also the Supreme Soul of all souls. This is the point here. The terrible fear of birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself. So that's not possible to come out of this material world. See? So if anyone tries any means, is not possible. In fact, this material world is a constant source of terrible suffering and pain. So, there's here, Lord Brahma is saying, my dear Lord Krishna, until people become your devotees, their material attachment and desires remain thieves. Their homes remain prisons, and their affectionate feelings for their family members remain food shackles. So this is how this material world is uh, an entanglement. Right? You understand? It is not possible for you to come out. It is such a heavy thing. It's a prison, but there's no prison bars, guards. Don't see all. Yes? You understand? Yeah? So you cannot come out of it. Then how to come out of this entanglement? Yeah? Some people are not entangled. Who are those people not entangled? Hmm? What? Huh?
The devotees of the Lord are not accepted.
Every learned man knows very well that the attachment for the material was the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But the same attachment, when applied to self-reliant devotees, opens the door of liberation. Understand? Why? So this thing that we are applying to the material, so-called attachment, it is a form of entanglement. Engage constantly in chanting and hearing about me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The sadhus do not suffer from material miseries because they are always filled with thoughts of my pastimes and activities. See this point here? The sadhus, they are free. Why? Because they are what? They do not suffer from material miseries. Why? Because they are always in thoughts of the pastimes and service of the Lord. You see this point? So, in other words, a devotee cannot be attacked by this material misery or by Maya. They cannot be attacked by. If he is attacked by Maya, that means he is not what? Yes, you follow. So this is the argument the devotees are falling down, so-called gurus. How they can fall down? Correct? See? So therefore, it's explained that if you really want to come out of this mess, out of this material world, huh, then we have to do only this thing. O my mother, O virtuous lady, these are the qualities of great devotees who are free from all attachment. You must seek attachment to such holy man, for this counteracts the pernicious effects of material attachment. This is his point. So this material world is a blazing, burning, cruelly being burned. The solution is to get out of this. And you can only do this if you take shelter of, huh? What? You cannot try any other way. It's not going to work. Because you must go and take shelter of someone who is free from mind. If you're sleeping, why don't you just stand up? If you're tired, you stand up there and you can listen. Otherwise, what's the point of coming here to sleep? You stand up. You're sleeping, you stand up. You also go and stand up there. Stand up. You're sleeping, stand up. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time talking. Huh? Hello? So this is very important. How to get out of Maya? Yes? How? You must go to somebody who is not attacked by Maya. Yes? And who is that somebody? It says here, who? Huh? Pure devotees. Understand? They cannot be touched by Maya. Then yes, it is explained here also. How can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? Are you going to sleep again? You sure? Okay. How can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? Hello? Huh? But I am worshipping the Supreme Lord, but the fire is burning me. Why is it so? How you explain? Not burning. We are not burning. You're all right. Hello? How you explain that? Huh?
You can't become completely pure. You still have a contamination in the heart.
It says here, those who worship the Supreme Lord. Does it say that you must worship Him without any? It says here. The Lord's lotus feet have performed innumerable heroic deeds, and the beautiful nails on His toes resemble valuable jewels. The effulgence emanating from those nails resemble cooling moonshine, for it instantly relieves the suffering within the heart of the pure devotee. Just as the appearance of the moon's cooling light relieves the burning heat of the sun. So why this is so? Huh? Understand? Hello? Why? I am also worshipping the Lord, but I'm being burned. Why? What is the problem? You have to explain why is it not working on me? I mean, maybe it's working on you. I don't know. Huh? Why? Huh? Why?
mention pure devotee. Instantly release the suffering in the heart. We are constantly on the same.
Who's that? Pure devotee. Huh? Because we still have got so much of anarthas in the, especially what? Lust. Especially what? So when we have that in the heart is not completely. You understand this point? Uh, you know where this is explained? Don't know. Huh? Don't know. So this is explained here in this verse. So here, this verse explains this point here. My Lord, you are the supreme well-wishing friend of everyone, the dearmost friend, the controller, the supreme instructor, and the giver of supreme knowledge and the fulfillment of all desires. But although you are within the heart, the foolish, because of lusty desire in their heart, cannot understand you. Do you understand this point? Huh? So a pure devotee means in his heart he has no. Huh? That's the definition. If a person is having lust, anger, greed, all these qualities, then it will be difficult for the Lord to manifest himself. So therefore we are cruelly burned. So we need to take shelter of someone who is having the Lord in the heart. Yes? Makes sense, yes? Right? That's why it's explained here, the devotees. Explained here in another place. This verse you can see, Krishna is speaking this verse. Therefore, therefore, when one is face to face with the sun, there's no longer darkness for one's eyes. Similarly, when one is face to face with a sadhu, a devotee who is fully determined and surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one will no longer be subject to material. Yes? So if we want to come out of this mess, then we have to take shelter of the. Although in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you take shelter of me, You can overcome a Maya. But it's not possible to take shelter of Krishna directly. That's not possible. You have to go through his dua. Where is it said? Huh? Where is that? You must go through it. Hmm? Hello? Huh? Krishna is saying here, this is spoken by Krishna himself. My dear Uddhava, I am personally the ultimate shelter and way of life of saintly liberated person, and thus if one does not engage in my loving devotional service, which is made possible by associating with my devotees, then for all practical purpose one possesses no effective means of escaping from material existence. In other words, if you don't go through the devotee, you cannot come out of this Krishna. It's not possible. Is it not? Are you understanding this morning? So this cruel burning will continue. Will continue. Until and unless we take. And devotees, I explain here. The devotees of the Lord peacefully fixed in the absolute knowledge are the ultimate shelter for those who are repeatedly rising and falling within the fearful ocean of material life. Such devotees are just like strong boats that come to rescue persons who are at the point of drowning. Hello? Do you understand? Huh? Do you understand? Hello? Hmm? So we are cruelly burnt. Huh? And now in order to come out of this, then the only shelter is taking shelter of. And devotees means who? Huh? Devotees who are not burned. You go to someone who is burning also, you take shelter, what's the use? Huh? What's the any use? Understand this one? Huh? Your quality is further explained here. Analogy is given here in this verse. Just as food is the life of all creatures, and just as I am ultimate shelter for the distressed, and just as religion is the wealth for those who are passing away from this world. So my devotees are the only refuge of person fearful of falling into a miserable condition of life. That? And further it says here, this is another important word. Says, my devotees bestow divine eyes, whereas the sun only allows external sight. That only when it isn't in the sky. My devotees are one's real worshipable deities and real family. They are one's own self. And ultimately, they are non-different from me. Again, you are sleeping. Why don't you stand up? So try to understand how important this is. Huh? If you don't take shelter of the devotees, then you're going to be in the circle of people who are what? Huh? Envious. and they're going to make a mess of your life. Huh? They're not your friends. Huh? Envious people can be your friend. You understand this? So therefore you cannot stay. That's why Asat Sangatya Ge Vaishnav, that is the rule. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked, what is the behavior of a Vaishnava? It's two lines. Asat Sangatya E Vaishnav, and he qualified this Asat Sangha as what? Stri Sangi, Asadu, Krishna Abhakta, Stri Sangi and Asadu. Two people. Why you have to stay away from them? In today's world, they're always disturbing. They cannot always disturb you. That's all. They will not be making your life peaceful. You follow? The only person that you can go and get some peace is the association of. And that also devotees who are not backbiting and bickering and all kind of that neophyte. You must associate with one. Huh? Advanced devotee. So therefore, this is the process. If we at all want to come out of this mess, then there's only one thing left. What is that? Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra hoy. Lavamantra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi hoy. That's why I say Sadhu Sangha, 2 times. Why? There is no other way. Right? If you try any other way, only going to be burned. Only going to be what? Burned. Then that also cruelly burned, not just burned. What? Yes. This information is not there. Nobody speaks on this information. All of them telling you to go to God, you pray. If not working, go to another God. Yeah? If completely not working, then go and jump down, finish. Yes? Advice? But nobody is telling you to go to the sadhu. Yes? Yes or not? Why? Why they are not teaching you to go to the sadhu? Because the kind of sadhus are roaming around in the streets are very, very deplorable. Completely nonsense. They themselves don't know what it is all about. Yes? Therefore, it is stressed that you must go to a self-realized who can give you the knowledge, the guidance, and can help. We can help. Just like all of us managed to get the lotus feet of a pure devotee, Prabhupada. And we managed to keep the association of like-minded devotees. And do you think your life is safe? Hello? Yes. You have now been cruelly burned. Huh? What? You're cruelly burned. At least you know there's some relief. Yes? No. What? Yes. So this is how you test whether you are getting anywhere or not going somewhere. How you test? Huh? How you know you're not been cruelly burned? Because I'm asking you, saying, just to please me. Huh? How? You get three things when you go to the sadhu, a pure sadhu. Bhakti, huh? What is that word? Parasa, anurakti. You know what is this word? Love. Everybody looks strange. 11 what? Huh? What? 11 to? Yeah, 11 to 42. So these are the symptoms of one who is not been burnt. He gets bhakti, parasa anubhava, virakti. Huh? These are the things he gets. Hmm? Devotion, direct experience of the Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things. These three occur simultaneously for one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the same way, the pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously and increasingly with each bite for a person engaged in eating. When you eat, what do you get? Pleasure. Then you get what? Nourishment. And you get relief from. So the same way, if you take shelter of a bona fide person, then you will get bhakti first, devotion. And you get devotion to who? To the Supreme Lord. And then you get what? You get realization. You get what? Realization. And thirdly, you will become free from sinful life. Meditating, illicit sex, gambling, this thing. All occur simultaneously with every bite. Correct? So this is how you know you are what? Getting relief from this material misery. That is all are there, symptoms. You understand? We are not going to pursue this path, then you're going to be burned further. You're going to be you're going to be burned further. It's not that you're going to be relieved. They think that oh, I will just commit suicide and everything is over. No, it's not over. It's what? It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. So if you don't make a solution, it's going to become worse. Yes? Understand? As Krishna says, for those who are mischievous, I cause them to no, and they remain there perpetually. You follow? Krishna is not joking, huh? Krishna is not. So you decide. You want to mess around, then what will be the consequence? Hello? Huh? What? Think. Think carefully. Yes. That's why we have to take shelter of the devotees. Taking shelter of the devotees is more important than anything else. Taking shelter of the devotees is more than important than yeah. Because there's no relief otherwise. There's no. Krishna will not listen. It doesn't mean that you go there and you bow down 50 times and enjoy. Krishna is going to look at you. No. Krishna is not. He doesn't care. Huh? Yes. Here he says. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees. But those who are devotees of my servant are actually my. So you cannot think like this neophyte. He thinks that no, no, I am very dear to Krishna. Huh? Krishna, I see Rasalila. Yeah? Hello? Yeah? You seeing Rasalila. What kind of Rasalila you seeing? Ah, you think like that. I am very that's a neophyte. He thinks that he is very, very what? Understand? Because a devotee is always thinking, I am not even a devotee. I don't even have anything to do with Krishna. You follow? That's how devotee, right? Although a pure devotee standard is above all, he still considers himself to be the lowest stage of life. Consider himself low. I have no love, I have no devotion, I have nothing. You follow? Devotee. That's why Krishna sells himself to such a devotee. You follow? Huh? So please try to take shelter of the devotees to come out of this burning mess. And if you carry on, it's not going to be any good. Nothing good. You cannot rewrite scriptures. You cannot say, no, no, no. My friends and my association are so well. What? Huh? Just look at Prahlad, his father. Who was it? His own father. Yes? Yes? Ah. So our only hope and shelter is to take shelter of the pure devotee and follow the instruction. All right. Any questions or comments on these verses that we have pointed out?
Here, in this thought is saying that whoever, I mean, by whoever is the servants of my devotee,
Whoever is what?
whoever is servants of my devotees are the actual devotees, right? I mean, Lord is telling
Whoever is my devotee,
whoever servants of
or my devotee is my devotee. Yeah.
Lord Shiva is devotee. So then Shiva's devotee is also dear to Lord Krishna.
I don't understand the question.
Saying
Lord Shiva is the devotee of.
Yeah.
So Lord Shiva's devotee here to.
No, this statement is telling
Lord Shiva's devotee must be also very dear to the Vaishnava. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. See here, Lord Shiva is saying, and this verse, he says, he himself is saying, yeah, he says, Lord Shiva is saying, Lord Shiva continued, any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the control of everything, material nature, as well as the living entity, actually very dear to me. Why he didn't say here the devotee of my, those who are surrendered to me are very dear to me? Why didn't he say that? Hello? What? Krishna is saying, anyone who is my devotee is very dear to me. Yeah, Krishna says. Yes or no? I know no one but my devotee know no one but me. That Krishna is saying. But here Lord Shiva is saying something else. Hello? Why didn't he say, anyone who surrendered to me is very dear to me? Did he say? He is saying, any person who surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature as well as the living entity, actually very dear to me. Hello? You understand now? This statement is not correct. Huh? Yes. So you must know, if somebody is speaking like this, you must show where, how. Right? Oh, you put like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and 3 minus 2 is also equal. Oh, so therefore they are same, like this. Hello? This is not logic, understand? Although Lord Shiva is very dear to Krishna, those who are surrendered to him, not necessarily dear to Krishna. And story is there. This is what? Bhasmasura, yeah? The story is also there. Yes, you cannot say like that. It's not possible. In fact, Lord Shiva himself is saying that, and it doesn't work. You understand? You know now? Ah. Verse is not there? How come the verse is not there? Huh?
Screen is stuck.
Showing now? Not showing. All the while my verse is not coming out. 4, 24, 28. Understand? Is it clear? Yeah? They ask all this kind of tricky questions. You should know the answers. Nah? Yes?
No, but there's another example that usually the devotees of Lord Shiva are given like Ravana and Bhasmasura and all these people. But also on the other side, they give an example of the Nayanas, Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Nayanas.
Yeah.
They were still saintly people and they also believe, they also maintain that they saw Lord Shiva also. What is their position?
They are preaching about Lord Shiva's supremacy. Lord Shiva himself saying here, I am worshipping the Supreme Lord. You understand? So they are coming to promote Lord Shiva. But then at the same time, they are also the Alvas in South India, they are promoting. Correct? Krishna. So therefore, if you are intelligent, you will take shelter of Krishna. Because Lord Shiva cannot, he said openly, I cannot deliver you. Mukti pradata Vishnu naeva. Only Krishna or Vishnu can give you liberation. Even Lord Shiva is not able to. Although he is an expansion in the mode of ignorance, he cannot deliver you. Yes, I see them now in the funeral, all these guys. Although they are big Shiva devotee. Govinda, Govinda. Last minute, why you chanting Govinda? Hello? Why? I never hear them chanting what? Om Namo Shivaya. Have you heard them chant that? Nobody? Yes? Correct? Why? Because Lord Shiva is not possible. That authority is not that only who can deliver you. I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of. It never delegate that task to anybody else. What? No demigods have got that what? Capability. The demigods, if you go, they can give you temporary relief, but they cannot rescue you from this. Whereas devotee, they can take you out from this burning cycle. There's difference between the devotee and, of course, if you go to Shiva in that Sampradaya, what is that? Sampradaya? Rudra Sampradaya, and you go to their link, and then, yeah, that is a different thing, just like we're going to Brahma through the current link. That's different. But if you just go to Lord Shiva and worship, then he is obligated only to give you what? Material relief by temporary material relief. He cannot give you solution to the. He won't. You want to do that, you have to go to his current link. Understand this? You know Vishnu Swami, right? His sampradaya is a Vishnu Swami. I think I don't know where this what's his name? Ballavacharya, the Vishnu Swami. You understand? You have to see. Yes? Huh? 4 to? One who takes a vow to satisfy Lord Shiva or follow such principles will certainly become an atheist and be diverted from transcendental scriptural injunction. See? Huh? See, you go to Lord Shiva, this is the end result. This is the curse, you know. Actually, it's a fact. Those people who are worshippers of Lord Shiva are terrible. Huh? It's a little different. They worship him as Gopishwara because he is the what? The Lord of the Gopis, you know. So in that sense, of course, you have to know how to do. You cannot simply try to do yourself, you know, without authorization of your spiritual master. You try it, you get into trouble. Yeah, yeah, supersede. Prabhupada was very clear about it. He knows because you will confuse you. You don't know what you will do. Yes. Huh? They were living at that times, you know, where everything was, you know what I mean? People were a little bit understood. Go to Lord Shiva to worship him to get the shelter of the gopis. But in the process of going to Lord Shiva, you will be diverted to get what? A gopi. Hello? Think, not mess around. You understand? So try to understand Krishna consciously. Better you don't try to mess around, you follow the direction of the. That is the safest course. Yes, because you cannot understand the behavior of a pure devotee. You cannot. There's a verse, you know, that says you cannot understand the mind of a pure devotee. Where's that verse? I think it's 23 something. 23 what? 16 now. You cannot understand the mind of a Madhya. 23 what? So yeah, it says here, see how it's very dangerous to imitate. Huh? Oh my Lord, I do not have any love for you. No, not this one. 39. Madhya 23:39. Why is not showing there? What happened? Just now he showed or not that verse. Or the Lord Shiva verse was not there on the screen? What happened? Lord Shiva didn't want you to see it. You should tell me that the verse is not coming. I thought you said the text is not coming. Yeah? Now it's coming? Even the most learned man cannot understand the words, activities, and symptoms of a person situated in love of God. So you cannot understand why, how they're doing this thing. You follow? Better you don't try to imitate them. Huh? Yes? Very dangerous. Correct? So we have to be careful though. All right, anything else? So you understand today's subject? I'll summarize again. Material world is a place of, and we are cruelly being burned here. And to come out of it, we have to take shelter of the pure devotees. And why pure devotees? Because they are not burned by the. You follow? You cannot try to come out of it going directly to Krishna, it will not work. You will not? Krishna don't want you to bypass it. Not possible. All right. Thank you very much. Kritaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ji. Srila Prabhupada. How can we overcome childhood traumas? Question. We can overcome childhood traumas by growing up. What else to say? Yes?